Hello guys, Codex released a very interesting new feature called Goal, and I decided to try it out. This is their take on Ralph Loop. This is the tweet by the official team, and I made two experiments on a pretty small task, so decided to run for 5 minutes and see the difference. Is it different somehow from running the same prompt without the goal? And the second experiment was much more ambitious. I gave one prompt to deliver one project in one go. So this is the project phases list from 8 phases, 300 lines. So I was expecting that to run for an hour or so, and I was thinking about two things. Will it run out of context? And if it does, what happens? And same with the weekly or hourly plan. So I'm on $20 plan of Codex, and if it runs out of 5-hour limit, what would it do? But let's start from the first simple experiment. First important thing, how to even enable that feature, because it is marked as experimental. So by default, you will not see any /goal until you change the config to this, features goals true. So this was my config toml file in specific project where I set goals to true in addition to other settings. And this was my starting point for that experiment, so 100% 5-hour usage limit. And then I gave this prompt with the goal. I wanted to implement filament design in a chat's project. So the problem was that I'm using filament and I'm using chat package, separate package, which doesn't apply filament design by default. So no sidebar, no menu items. And I thought I will give Codex to figure it out how that package works with filament. So yeah, I gave the goal to deliver. And important thing with goal and Ralph Loop and similar methodologies is that you need to clearly define the outcome criteria. Because if you want the coding agent to run on its own for like an hour or two, it needs to know when is the finish line. So yeah, I defined that finish line as automated test that would launch the URLs and see the dashboard on the top left, which means the design is applied. So Codex started working, and my first question was, so what is the difference with goal or without goal? And visually the difference was at the bottom right. Let me zoom out so you'll probably see that better. For all the time while Codex is working on the goal, it says pursuing goal and the timer is ticking at all times. In addition to working here, it has additional timer with the goal. Not sure if it's that helpful as duplicating of this one working on the left, but it may be beneficial at the end of the goal, and I will show you that in a few minutes. And also one of the main points of that goal running, and one of the differences is that you can run /goal again while it is running, and it will return this: the current goal status, objective, and time used and tokens used. So this will be shown immediately to you in the terminal without waiting for any prompt to finish. And then also a few more abilities, /goal pause or /goal clear, to basically change your mind on the goal while it is running. And this was the result after 5 minutes. The task done, and then we have completion audit. Exactly repeating my requirement, automated test, proving that we have dashboard on the sidebar. And then in a few seconds, I saw the traditional summary by Codex, but then at the bottom, it's a bit different. It says goal completed and final time used. And also, if I zoom out the screenshot at the bottom right, now it says goal achieved. And the result of that prompt in terms of usage limit was 89% remaining, which means 11% of 5-hour usage limit on $20 per month plan. And also, I didn't mention that in this experiment I used GPT 5.5 high intentionally so that the usage would be a bit bigger. And then the question, did it actually work? So yes and no. So we do have the sidebar with dashboard as I expected, and the tests do pass. But as a result, the design of the chat was skewed because it uses probably different Tailwind classes. So I need to recompile something or add additional CSS somewhere, which I didn't define as end goal or criteria. In this case, I didn't use browser testing or playwright or something like that. So basically, LLM delivered what I asked for. So this was kind of a reminder to me that I need to define the criteria not only in terms of backend tests pass, but also deeper. And then I launched the same prompt without /goal. So I rolled back the changes, created a new branch, and this was my prompt, without /goal, because I was thinking, what is the actual difference? For such relatively small task, would it be the difference in addition to those visual goal mentioning here and there? And Codex started working. As you can see, there is nothing about the goals here. And this was the actual result. Summary, typical summary of Codex implemented, files changed, verification, and worked for 4 minutes. So a bit faster than with the goal, but that may be a coincidence. And the result on the Codex dashboard was this: 9% usage versus 11% of usage, which is smaller but still comparable. I would call it statistically insignificant difference. So then why use goal? So I have saved the logs of both models and compared the difference, the process. Was there any difference, and did it matter that I launch it with /goal? And I found a slight difference. So in the implementation verification, this is the log for no goals, it created tests in the same conversation test file, asserting that sidebar navigation shows those texts. With the goal, it created a separate test file, chat filament layout test. And at first I thought it's no big deal, it's one of those personal preferences by LLM to extract that into separate file or not, and I checked and compared the content of those tests. And these were the test methods generated by no-goal Codex, so basically it seems okay, assert C dashboard on that route. And these were the testing methods, assertions with the goal, so C dashboard, but inside specifically of FI sidebar, which means the dashboard is on the sidebar. Because otherwise, in the previous test, the text dashboard may have been anywhere. So not sure if it's a coincidence, and it may be a coincidence, but the goal approach delivered more precise tests. Then another difference, the goal implementation had additionally npm run build passed. In case of no goals, I don't see verification of npm run build being successful. It is successful, and there were no errors here, but just the approach of testing didn't involve npm run build. In terms of code and the end result, the result was identical, passing the tests on the backend and still the same front-end bug with the design. So in this case, there wasn't that much practical difference with running /goal versus no-goal. A little more thorough testing and additional npm run build, but it didn't actually rescue the situation with the result. Now let's go to more ambitious test. So my second experiment was much more like Ralph Loop, with the goal of leaving the agent for an hour or two to work on its own. And this is the prompt, the screenshot: work on project phases phase by phase, and then after each phase, the test should pass, commit to Git after each phase, and then, again, important part, success criteria. Successfully implemented phases with all automated tests passing. And one more thing, in status line, I enabled these numbers to be seen, context, and then weekly and 5-hour usage. Not sure if you're aware, but if you go to status line in your Codex, you may specify what you want to see in your status line. But what I realized is those weekly and 5-hour limit numbers are really useless except for when you launch Codex. At that point they are accurate, but then while the prompt is running they never really changed for me. But context did change, and that was important. Because the original project phases document was pretty big, so 8 phases and then sub-phases inside, pretty detailed, so I was expecting the agent to run for an hour or so to create the full project. And I will show you screenshots what happened along the way. So this is a screenshot about 5 minutes in, and already 29% of context used. So this will be the number that we will monitor closely, with the question what happens if it reaches 100%. And in this case, I didn't enable 1 million token context. I know it's possible, but I left the default 258K tokens of context. This was the result of the first phase out of 8 completed, and then it committed the code to Git as I required, and then went to phase 2. That was 7 minutes in. So I thought that 8 phases times 7, roughly it would be around 50 minutes, but maybe some phases would be faster, so we have a rough ballpark of how much it should take. And then at some point in phase 2 I ran /goal, and it showed that time used 8 minutes and token used 128K, which I'm not even sure how to interpret. I think the more useful would be like how much weekly usage or 5-hour usage limit spent, something like that. So then I launched the dashboard, and at that time it was 82% of 5-hour usage limit remaining. I started at 100% with the goal also to check what happens when it reaches 0% here in the 5-hour usage limit. So I will show you that towards the end of this video. This is the screenshot after phase 5 out of 8, and context used is 78%, already very close to the limit. And we are 23.5 minutes in, and the dashboard balance shows 39% remaining, so also getting closer to the limit. But at this point, I started getting worried. Will it be enough to jump over 100% 5-hour usage limit? So 3 phase remaining and still 39% of usage. So I thought maybe I gave too simple task. And again, we'll see in a minute if those usage percentage was enough. Then roughly in the middle of phase 6, I saw context 94% used. So I was closely monitoring what will happen. And what happened was this. Context compacted automatically without my knowledge, without my approval, and then context started from 0%, so we see 4% used. And generally, compacting of context is pretty bad because a lot of context is actually lost along the way. But in this case, my advantage was that the project phases document was outside of context, was a separate markdown file, which can be referenced at any time, so LLM could continue, I guess, without losing too much quality. But yeah, so you know, if the goal reaches context 100%, it will compact automatically and start from 0. At least that happened to me. And this is how it looks in terms of kind of restarting from context 0, picking up in phase 6, and kind of starting from scratch, choosing the skills, listing the files, checking Git status, so it's doing the same thing of analysis, picking up the needed context kind of from 0. I think it's pretty smart. And at that point, the dashboard showed 23% remaining, again getting closer. After phase 6 was done and it moved to phase 7, we were 31% context used already after the compact, so it may happen multiple times compacting if you have longer task. And the dashboard was down to 16%, and I think at 20% it started warning you about you're nearing your codex limit. And then when it finished phase 7 and phase 8 was just final verification, quite a small task, I saw that we're 35 minutes in with the goal and the dashboard showed 6% remaining. So then I realized it will be really, really close. And this was at the end of phase 8, and this is the point of /goal. One of the points is doing the final audit, similar how we saw in the previous example. And then this is what I saw in the terminal. Goal complete, time used 37 minutes basically. So unfortunately or fortunately, it did not hit the usage limit fully. On the dashboard, I saw this 0% remaining, but there was no error in the terminal that you're out of your usage limit. And at first I thought, wow, experiment failed. I gave too small task apparently. And this is, by the way, how much you can use on Codex 20-hour plan. That's kind of a side note. But then I realized, wait a minute. Can I run another /goal with something in this situation? What will then happen? So I thought I will test what it did. The model, did it actually work? And I'm sure I will find something to improve. And when I launched the homepage, I realized there was book catalog, but empty without the books. So bingo, I thought I will set another goal to seed the testing data. And this was my prompt. At 0% usage left, I set another goal. Homepage is clean without data. Please generate the data and execute the seeder and stuff like that. And goal for this task is automated test to check the homepage has books. And then interesting thing happened at 0% usage left. So Codex did continue with the prompt, but when calling search docs MCP, it used automatic approval. So automatic review whether that command is legit without permission, and that automatic approval calls the LLM, and at that point LLM denies the usage of that check because you've hit your usage limit. So Codex was unable to approve that command, so request denied. So it didn't use Laravel Boost, but it still continued with the prompt. And this was the message: Boost doc search is currently blocked by account usage limit, so I'm continuing something. And yes, the dashboard still showed 0% remaining, but it didn't show anything like you're out of limit totally. Then similarly, I got a request denied to approve database seeder that was generated with the same error that you hit your usage limit. And then this was the result. Since I'm in /goal, I have audit, and audit result of that goal not complete yet. Success criteria are these, but blocked command, and Codex says that I cannot run this command and I cannot complete the criteria check. And yes, so the status of the goal is not complete yet. Then it rechecked the database state manually and it still has 0 books. So the goal status was still active, but it actually was finished and wasn't doing anything else. It told me to manually run seeders, which I did in a separate terminal. And then this was the screenshot of the homepage with books seeded in the database. But the goal of this experiment wasn't even the website or even the code. The goal was what happens with that Ralph loop and /goal when it reaches the limits. In other words, can it run autonomously without our help? And the answer is yes. If it reaches the context, it compacts the context. And if it reaches the limit of your usage, Codex still allows you to continue for some time. I'm not sure if there's a limit for that. But at least in my case, it did try to finish the prompt. Just the auto-review, auto-approval of commands failed. So I would advise you to not get over usage limits. So use /goal, use such Ralph loop on the task that you roughly can predict that you were within usage limit, or probably on more expensive plan like $100 or $200 per month. And I saw this tweet the other day that people are reporting that Codex is not like Claude Code. It will allow to continue until the task was completed. I'm not sure, I haven't experimented with like bigger task. I'm not sure how it will deal with /goal and your limits. You can try it out yourselves. But in comparison, Claude Code would restrict you and stop right there and then. You're out of limit and you cannot continue. So getting back to the original tweet, you may try it out for a longer task, keep Codex going for days. Not sure how would that work. If you do try it out, let me know in the comments below. And kind of celebrating that people switching from Claude Code to Codex more and more, I decided to write an article. So here it is on my AIcodingdaily.com, Codex CLI, my favorite tips and tricks. I listed 10 tips and tricks, something like this with some screenshots. And if you want to get that full tutorial, there are 2 ways. So the full tutorial is for premium members of AI Coding Daily, and by purchasing premium membership, you support me to do more of such AI coding experiments. Or I decided to add that article as a gift to newsletter subscribers. So if you subscribe to a weekly newsletter where I send the news of the industry every Wednesday, you will get that article in full for free. And I'm pretty sure you will find out something that you don't know that Codex can do from that tutorial. But yeah, what do you guys think about that /goal? Will you try to use it, and on which use case? Or if you did, let's discuss in the comments below. That's it for this time, and see you guys in other videos.